Alright, this is gonna be trash, but we'll see how we do. Okay. Resources are totally depleted. Got nothing left in the tank. Got a clan v clan coming up. Pushing Plat right now. Currently ranked 77, so if I can stay above the top 100 mark until the last day or two, I'll have an okay chance of staying in. Um, but big thing is right now, Mach Chan is currently rated number one. I'm gonna basically totally throw away my chances at staying in Plat. Um, we're gonna see how good his team is, and just get absolutely fucking shredded by it. So here's the hope. Here's the nothing. 374k versus 185k offense. I might have a champ that could interrupt and outspeed him. We're gonna run Hedgie and see if we can maybe lock down some of the abilities for a turn. If we can, I think Duchess is the play. Snipe Duchess. Um, After that, doubt it. I mean, we're probably just gonna get swept. Um, but here we go. All right, let's see how we go. It's all gonna be off the Hedgie rolls here. If we want a chance to win, we gotta lock all four abilities outright. Um, Judging by the turn meter bars, yeah, that War Chief is going to be a problem. So we need to lock out War Chief at least. We might actually be able to set up and go first, but knowing his masteries, he's probably running a lot of masteries that are like, increased speed for dead allies, stuff like that. So, and we didn't get it. GG, game's over. Yep. Sweep City coming in. Yeah. Can't get the crit damage or increase attacks up. We're locked out for like 5 turns. This arena defense team's just, it's going to be block active skills. He's just going to murk us. There's no chance. Arbiter's not going to really do jack shit for us. I have Swift Parry sets on. Maybe that can stall for a turn. But, yeah. GG, no re. There was no point in doing that. I'm just clicking buttons. Yeah. Team's solid. 3730, only -5. I'll do it one more time. Just because that only dropped me down 5 places. I'll probably drop down like 20 with this next one. Just because if we do get a Hegemon proc, like a really lucky one, and it's totally possible. Like, I just got 427 accuracy. I mean, I just like reset all my gear on most of my champs, moving gear around on champs that I've got running in Plat arena offense and defense right now. So I wasted like 12 mil silver today just moving around artifacts and equipment. It's fucking annoying. Plarium's got to fix that. Plarium has to fix that. Like, this is insane. Like, even if it's just like a percent decrease, like bronze level 1% less silver for moving around artifacts, and then all the way up at Plat it's like 25% less silver to remove an artifact, something like that. But so as you can also notice, there's like no crit rate on my Hedgie. I just don't have him set up that way. Like, normally I'd run him as like a go first nuker, where I'd have him in like 100 plus crit rate and like close to 300% crit damage, maybe a little bit more. And his attack is still pretty good. His speed, as you've also noticed, is trash, but I don't run him against other Hegemon teams. So, like, really, I just have his accuracy just all the way up to try and stall out these high-ranking Plat teams and just run interrupt and then just try and snipe. So, we're going to give it another go. Hegemon's got 427 accuracy. We're going to wing it again, see what happens. If I can get a block abilities proc, who knows? Let's see what happens. Trash again. I can't set up increased crit rate, crit damage, speed. Can't set up extra attack. Can't get any debuffs out. I'm not going to get a stun proc or anything like that. I can't get Arbiter over 400 speed. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So that's another downfall for my team. It's like, some of these they're just running like 400 speed plus. Like, I've just seen some kooky numbers out there, and it's like raw stat too. Like, it's like you can notice like his team isn't running any active increased speed buffs or anything like that. So, but we're just gonna play it out. There's no point in not playing it out. A lot of people would just leave, but showcase how good this guy's team is. Like, I'm not a bad player. I'll hang on to Plat, once a month or something. So, but absolutely shook. Shout out to Mach Chan. Like, his team's unreal. Like, way to go, dude. Like, you can't get your Hegemon procs to go off on him. His speed and resistance are fantastic. Like, his team's good. Yeah, yes, I could run a sub for, Archmage Helmet, but, like, it doesn't matter. Like, any buffer or debuffer is just a filler in this offense team. It's basically just how buff can I make Crutraxia? Can my Hegemon procs hit? Can Arbiter manage my turn meter and maybe get a well-timed revive off? But Plat Arena is an absolute beast. Shout out to this guy and his team. His team is fantastic. Yeah, if you're ever curious as to like what Plat Arena like actually looks like when you're trying to play it, like, if you're not solid in Plat Arena, like, there are people in here all the time that know that they don't belong, me being one of them. Like, I basically just hang on to it by hoarding all of my coin bags for like a month, and then towards the end of the month I'll just like throw the occasional offense win at it and then just try and hang on to that. So you see we got like 4.5 days left throughout the week. I'll probably drop into the 250s today. I'll probably bounce up again tonight when I get another chance to play, and then I'll hang out around like, I don't know, 70 and 150 until like the end of the week. And then at the end of the week, those last like 12 hours is just a mad dash, just coin farming, where it's just like, can I win one or two arena offenses at the rate that I'm losing on a defense? Like, my defense is like, they were like 1-9 today. I'm probably like 0-10 now. Checking my battle log. Yeah, I'm just getting mollywalloped. And by lower ranked guys too. Like, this guy's running 2 Hedgies that are probably faster than mine. So he's just going off on my defense team. I just don't have a premier defense champ. I just don't. Like, I have to run Raglan. Which is good for like turn meter and stuff, but Crutraxia is in there because she's a past, She hits super hard even if an enemy Hegemon locks her out. Like, doesn't matter. Like, she can still Oko pretty much any champ just with her basic attack. I also run her in a Swiftberry set. She's got like 270 crit damage. She's over 100% crit rate. She shreds. So she's kind of a Hegemon defense in that way. She's got the revive on death, so she is a little squishy. Um, but if she dies, then she'll pop right back up and at least soak in another hit. Maybe get another chance for a Swiftberry proc. Raglan, good healer. Get some turn meter going on that team. My Arbiter's, she's really not great, man. Like I was saying, like, up around 400 speed is what like a lot of these players seem to be running, at least by my calculations. Because like the fastest I've made my Arbiter was like, I don't know, like at least over 350. Like just totally capped out. Like her stats were trash. I just tried to max her speed for everything. I think she only had like 28k, 29k as like a total power, but I didn't care because I was just running all max speed, like trip max speed rolls and like every piece of equipment that I had, like full speed set, like just trying to max her out, like just absolute to the gills. And I couldn't. I don't know how some of these people are doing it. Glyphs are a huge part. Like if I've only spent a 5-star glyph, someone else is going to spend a 6-star glyph for speed, and they're just going to get you. Like all it takes is 1 or 2 speed extra. But yeah, I like the new setup. I spent absolutely all the silver that I had, trying to max up my Hegemon's accuracy so that I could at least have a chance in my arena offenses, and for the most part I do. So Shin Sister, I played her earlier today. I've played most of these guys today. I know what my team matches up against, and I know what I'm looking at. My pool right now is like the number 1 and number 3 global rated raid players at the moment. So my team doesn't stack up well against other Hegemon teams, just because my Arbiter and my Hegemon aren't faster than theirs typically. So I know I'm going to lose that speed challenge. So that's pretty much not going to happen. The Frost Dwarf, I don't hold up well against them. Sin Sisters team, like, I feel like I've beat that comp before, but it really comes down to which abilities I lock out with Hegemon, and if it's a 50-50, I'm just not going to do it. I already wasted 2 L's just trying to make this video. Free Arbiter play. You got to. You got to. When you see those plays come across, you just have to take them. It's not the most honorable thing in the world to do, but like when that comes across, I'm not going to say no to it. So as you like, that's how a Hegemon team works. You just lock out the skills, buff up your champs, and then just melt with whoever your big hitter is. That was kind of crazy though. I don't know what that Arbiter's defense was, but it's got to be pretty high because Krutraxia ignores defense, and I only hit for like, what did it say, like 47 or 48k. That was pretty kooky. Like normally when my Krutraxia goes off, like I normally see like anywhere between like 78 or 79 and 106k damage. So Dr. Cosmos, if you ever see this, dude, I'd like to see your Arbiter build. I was impressed. I was thoroughly impressed. Took a hell of a hit from my Krutraxia. So let's see if there's any other easy W's in here. That's a tough one. Just do it, like just attack her. I mean, Siffy teams. I don't mind the Siffy being in there. It's like the War Chief in there. That because I mean at that point like it's a race. Like if my Hegemon locks out his War Chief, that's a win. But if I don't and his War Chief like sets all my abilities on cooldown, is which is like another weird thing is like I really think this War Chief dude is a little bit. I like him more than Hedge. Like I do, just because like blocking out actives is like it's really good. Like it's OP as shit. But the tough thing is like it's a debuff, so it can't be removed. So like I rip on Raglan a lot, but my Raglan helps me against attacking hedgy teams, just because like if he doesn't land it and he just places a black active skills debuff for 2 turns, like, and I have my Raglan set up, like, it doesn't matter. My Raglan's faster than my Arbiter, so like I'll just clear that off the board, and then have my Arbiter set up my squad. So, and Hedgie's built like paper too. So if he doesn't Oko my Crotraxia, then like I end up just eking back into the fight. So I love Hedgie. He does always go first, but like it's a total gamble. Like it's a 50-50. It's a coin flip. If you're in Plat and playing with a Hedgie, it's like the game's a coin flip. So it's just kind of funny to me, but not barbarians. Like I was gonna cover Ursaga, but like it doesn't matter. She's basically just like a walking guardian set. Orcs. Yeah, it's Warlord. Keep calling him War Chief. I don't know why. Yeah. Attacks all enemies, 70% chance to put their target skills on cooldown, 30% chance to fully deplete each target's turn meter. So that's the tough thing is like, yeah, like Hedge goes first, but like I prefer this guy. Higher base HP, he's better set up for defense. I mean, his speed's not bad at 100. Like you can get that cooldown to 4. You can get the debuff chance, like he's 100%, man. Like he's a lock. Like, and the way accuracy is built and how mildly resistance is favored, like you're losing fights to Warlord. Like a 50-50 shot. Like if your Hedgie locks out the Warlord, you win. Like I can't keep those fights just all the time. So like it becomes just me refreshing the page up to 134. Actually, I think I dropped down to 154. So maybe I won a defense or something. That or the guys up ahead of me are getting greedy and they're not being patient enough. So we can show you what a more normal fight looks. I think I'm gonna lose this one. We're gonna fight this Odin dude. 128516. That's his area code or something. I don't know. We're gonna give him a go. His team looks pretty good. Don't let the 198k fool you. Like it doesn't matter. I've beat teams that are 320k. I've lost to teams that are like 130k. Like that hardly matters at all. That just tells you how the team's built. I feel. Like if the team's genuinely higher, then I'm like, okay, they're focused on resistance, accuracy, like they have the more defensive stats. Typically, everything's a little bit different. Those middle of the pack teams that are like around 270, like those teams are tricky. Like they're gonna have a lot of balance. They're probably gonna have a nuker or two on the team that are like kind of bringing down the average, but then they'll have like 2 or 3 champs that are like up in the 70k plus range, just like ton of speed, resistance, accuracy, really annoying. Like this guy, Catmill. Sorry if I'm saying that name wrong. Team looks fantastic. Hegemon, Chris. So he's actually probably built his team under 100% crit rate would just be my guess. Because Hedgie's passive is like plus 19% crit rate in all battles or something like that. I don't remember if it's all battles or arena battles. I'm pretty sure it's all battles. But so my guess is like he sacrificed a little bit of crit rate to put a little extra crit damage throughout his team. Totally makes sense. I mean, that Krisk is probably running 300 plus speed. Like I'm not gonna mess with that team. I'm gonna go after this Odin team with the Duchess, because if I can, like, I know the other two champs on his team are they're gonna melt me, but if I can get Hedgie procs to go off correct and a Crutraxia snipe, then maybe might actually see how my team's supposed to function when I'm not playing the number one ranked, or currently number one ranked player in Raid. So we're gonna give this a go. How'd I get into this? Magic the Gathering. Yeah. No, I'm like really big into MTG games. And then like I like that just kind of like level of having to put a team together sort of thing. So that's how my Crutraxia team typically works. So we might have this. It's looking pretty good. We'll see if we can get a stun proc from Archmage Helmet. Look at that, and the unkillable proc goes off. Okay, we should actually have this. Because like that's what I was counting on. Okay. That's shit. What's the best play here? Do I revive and just sack Hedge? Or do I wait on better timing? I'm gonna wait on better timing. I'm gonna try and get a weekend. There we go. So this is shit. I hope Crutraxia kills from here. If not, then I still have a stun. So we'll see how that goes. See, I had a feeling. Oh, sneaky with the Duchess and a swift parry. I don't even think it would have mattered because my Arbiter got O-code afterwards. But yeah, these are how narrow the margins are. Like, it depends on your roles. Like, it's nuts. Good team put together by this guy. Really stally. I think it was super smart of him to sneak a swift parry set into his Duchess. That's the good thing about Crutraxia too, is she doubles up on those turns, and you can normally strip that buff off when it does happen, but it didn't really matter because I'm Septimus O-code Arbiter before it, so I misplayed somewhere in there too. Should have stalled it out, brought back Hegemon, and then had his auto target Hegemon with the Septimus. That might have saved me for a turn. I honestly don't know if I would have won or not. I could probably go back in and try and win again. It's just, that 50-50 roll, I had a really good Hedgie start there, locked out a lot of actives, so, but good team. I felt like I almost had you. We got a stun proc from Helmet too. We had our own swift parry unkillable proc go off on Crutraxia, so that was a close fight. Good fight, Odin. So we downed the two champs that I was after to start, though. I felt like our game plan was good. It's just like sometimes you just get beat. So maybe I could long haul this fight and like let his Arbiter and Duchess get off like some more revives and some more abilities, and just try and be more oppressive against the Septimus. The Necret, he's always a problem. Like, he's tough to deal with, but he doesn't typically take precedence when I'm running this snipe team. So, normally I try to run like a nuke team or like a turn meter suppressant team. I'm a big fan of Herndeg. You get that turn meter reduction and you get some AoE in there too. But like, I've just been running this snipe team just because it's been working for me better this month. I don't know. Like, I feel like the snipe factor has been pretty big for me this go around. Like, I'm not hanging on to Plat really well right now, but it's, I also just showed you guys 3 losses in a row, so I'm probably barely hanging on at this point. 37.25, 188 is not great. I really like to be above the 100 mark. But yeah, so if you've ever wanted or been curious about what Plat Arena actually looks like, or what you're freaking dealing with once you're up here, dude, it's an absolute gong show. I feel like I could beat that guy's team. Benson. Like, his team's got to be hella fast, but like, if I get my procs off well, I'm like, I mean, Kutraxia just matches up really good against Arbiter Siffy teams. So I feel like I could beat that team if he ever fell in my lap. If he does, I'm totally gonna try. Benson. His team looks good, but I think I could take it. Yeah, so that's where we're at. All right, Salt and Iron signing off. See you later. Have a good day.